are taking you straight across to a press conference that is being held as far as the ongoing situation in Manipur is concerned.
We could make 1 hour stopover in Imphal to inaugurate some projects and so on. That callous attitude towards the suffering of the people of this state continues this month as well. There are a series of unfortunate incidents, again happened, violent incident, telling us that the situation has not changed over the last 3 years. I'm sure that although these were not covered, unfortunately, by our national media adequately as we would have loved to, on 7th of this month, April, you're all aware that a projectile, an RPG attack, reportedly it was an RPG, happened in a village in Trong Laubi in Vishnupur district of Manipur. It's a heartbreaking incident. Even I couldn't see the video and I don't want to see it still. When I see glimpses of that, it hurts me so bad. You must have seen now that this mother and 2 young children, one is a 5-year-old boy and his younger sister, which is a 5-month-old baby. They were peacefully sleeping and then that attack happened and exploded, unfortunately, in that bedroom itself. And the 2 children died. Some of you must have seen it. When the mother came to her senses, she was struggling for her life in hospital. Frankly, I couldn't see the entire video because it hurts. Imagine a mother getting to her senses in hospital bed and come to know that your children are no more. And she was breaking, I get goosebumps. She said, before they went to sleep, the young boy, 5 years old, said, "Mama, I love you." That's what she was recollecting it. The younger daughter was supposed to have a Churakaran ceremony. No, it's not Churakaran, I don't know what you call it, the solid food का एक रिचुअल होता है बच्चे का. तो 5 महीने का लड़की है, वो 2-3 दिन में होने वाला था. उसका पिताजी जो है BSF में सिपाही है. He is posted in Bihar. His mother is also on a leave. She works as a nurse in a hospital in Guwahati, in our neighboring state of Assam. And that tragic incident is a reminder that we have lost so many people's life, precious life over the last 3 years, including, this is not the first time you have an infant. We have instances of this before as well, including those who were slaughtered in captivity in a cold-blooded manner. It's not even a mob violence. We have seen children being killed in the mob violence when ambulances were burned down and so on. And some were very brutal in cold-blooded. Infants were also slaughtered after taking them into hostels. And this violence on 7th of April is a reminder that the situation is not under control. It is a pretension. It will be a dishonest pretension if one thinks that the violence has come down in Manipur. The society and polity is still divided, and strange it seems the government of India decides to create buffer zones without admitting it legally. I have tried to visit those places. As an MP, I can't visit my own constituencies because the security forces stop me. And there is no standing legal order. It is illegal and unconstitutional. They impose it, including a member of parliament like me. They are separating people, this has never happened. You must be aware that when we go on a peacekeeping mission in foreign countries, it is perfectly a legitimate strategy to separate the warring groups. But when you do in your own country, it is unacceptable. For one reason, you are supposed to enable people to exercise their freedom given in the Constitution, to go to your homes, to get access to public facilities like airports, highways, and educational institutions. You know, you have a responsibility to ensure that people get access to these fundamental rights, that every citizen should have it. But if you're stopping people from going there, then quite obviously you are not doing your duty of ensuring that people get access to their homes, highways, hospitals, and airports. And it's strange why they are doing this. And this 7th April incident happened in the so-called buffer zone areas inside. It still happens. There are army deployment units are there. There are central armed police, CRPF's location is also there. And what we came to know later on is that after the blast, which happened around 1 to 1:30 in the night, early in the morning on 7th, and police station, the officers didn't come there. It's barely 4 or 5 kilometers away from the police station. They didn't arrive. There's a CRPF detachment there, which is barely kilometers away from the spot. They didn't come. I was told that the first respondent were Indian Army unit who came to the site, and that too after 3 or 4 hours of the incident. You can see the callous nature of the response of the security establishment in the failure on the part of the administration. They didn't go and rush and cordon off the area. It was the villagers themselves who shifted those injured and those children to hospital, and which have led to a mistrust, as it reinforces a prevailing mistrust of the security forces. And next day, early in the morning, agitated people who suspected that despite your presence, how come that this has happened? This has done before. I visited another place where you have security establishments, central security forces, and still bomb blasts happen. People got injured. I tried to go inside. They stopped me again. And surprisingly, at that moment, this is in a place, again in Bishnupur district, called Nganu Khong. I talked to the officer in charge of the police. He can't even go to that place. Can you believe it? A police officer under Indian Constitution can't even visit it. He was stopped by the, this unconstitutional restriction being imposed. Even the police was not allowed there. So this has been happening. So agitated people, this mob went to the CRPF station. It's just barely 1 kilometer, as I told you, because they said, despite your presence, how come this has happened? You have allowed it, you are involved. That kind of a suspicion people have it. And instead of dealing with a law and order situation, your standard operation procedures, that SOP of dealing with crowd, I don't know whether they have placed in order. There was no lathi charge, there was no blank fire, there was a straight light bullets, and 3 people were killed again. And from that onwards, things continues. You must check it. Internet is banned now. Massive protests and crackdown on civilian again. Brutal forces being used in a peaceful rallies. Ambulances were stopped, and very rude manner in which those people who have been called out. These disturbing images are there by central security forces. Ambulance driver and assistants were beaten up. I mean, including Red Cross Society's ambulance. You know that in international standard, Red Cross Society's ambulance is not touched even during wartime. But in Manipur, you see the video and how our security forces behave. And I think it is complete abdication of responsibility by the government of India and their surrogate government in Manipur to take that political will and responsibility. Otherwise, our armed forces and our officers are quite capable of dealing it with any crisis judiciously and with efficiency and effectiveness that they are trained for.